Hello, 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 my brothers and sisters. How are you doing this evening? Come on in, come on in. Your brother Tony is in the house. Come on in. It's dinner time, and I hope that you're hungry for this particular topic that I'm going to talk about tonight. So come on in, brothers. Come on in, sisters. I'm going to give a few of you more time to get in. I want you to invite some of your family and friends in because we have a very, very good show this evening, my brothers and sisters. So come on in, come on in. I hope that you're ready to feast on this good soul food tonight that your brother Tony is going to present to you. So come on in, come on in, come on in, my brothers and sisters. I hope that you all had a very, very good day because your brother Tony, he had a very excellent, blessed day with a twist of serenity. And we're about to eat at this dinner table tonight, my brother and sister. Go ahead and invite some of your friends along because we got plenty of food here tonight. Soul food, soul food, soul food. So come on in, come on in, come on in. We're going to give a few more people an opportunity to chime in because tonight's topic is very, very important. Brothers, you need to listen up. Sister, you need to take this to heart what I'm about to talk about this evening. So come on in, come on in, come on in. Like I said, we got plenty of room at the dining table. We got plenty of seats. Come on in and get some of this soul food, my brothers and sisters. How you doing, Sister Flo? Sister Flo is in the house. She's ready to feast on this food. Come on, my brothers. Come on, my sisters. You can invite some of your friends if you want to. I encourage you, because we are going to get down this evening. I'm not going to keep you long tonight. Can you believe that, my brother and sister? I'm not going to keep you long tonight. If this is your first time watching this broadcast, my brothers and sisters, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Tony M. Toomer, and I talk about relationships. When I talk about relationships, I talk about relationship basically from a biblical point of view. When I say a biblical point of view, I believe strongly that God had a unique relationship with the man Adam, and it was well established. It was on solid ground. Secondly, God stepped to the side and he formed a woman. He formed the woman from the rib of the man, and he represented the woman to the man Adam. And Adam said in the presence of the Lord, bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh, I should call a woman because she came from man. That's what I believe strongly in, my brother and sister. The relationship from God's word, the Bible, that's what I strongly believe in. However, if you believe in another type of relationship, you have what is called a free will. You do whatever you choose to do because God gave you free will. But if you're going to sit at this dinner table tonight, my brothers or my sister, I talk about the relationship between men and women, and I encourage you to watch it because this soul food is for you too, okay? So with all that said, we are about to get into tonight's topic. And sisters, you need to listen up and you need to embrace this in your heart. Brothers, can you meet the challenge of what I'm going to expound, not talk about tonight? So tonight's topic, my brother, tonight's topic, sister, is 7 signs that shows a man loves you only. How you doing, Sister Douglas? Welcome to the dinner table. Again, tonight's topic is 7 signs a man loves you only. Now, what woman would not want the man in her life to love only her? The thing is it possible for an imperfect man to love that woman only? As you all know, I have said this before, my brother and sister. If a man date many women, he cannot treat those women the same as far as his affection go. There's going to always be a woman that take priority over the others. But the key thing is, most women They want exclusive rights to that man. Most women do not want to share a man with no other woman. And likewise, a lot of men, they don't want to share no woman with a man. For those of you that are coming into tonight's dinner table, we're about to get into 7 signs that show a man loves you only. That's right. 7 signs that a man loves you only. How you doing, Sister Katrina Runt? She's at the dinner table. How you doing? Now, let's establish this first. Let's go into God's word first. We're going to go to Proverbs 31 and the verses 10 through 30, well, 10 through 12. Again, this Proverbs 31, 10 through 12. Proverbs 31, 10 through 12. Listen up. It say that a wife of noble character, who can find? Who can find a wife of noble character? Her worth is far more than rubies. Her husband have full confidence in her and lack nothing of value. She brings him good, not harm, all the days of her life. Now check out this. This is some groundbreaking stuff. A lot of people haven't heard this part from Proverbs 31. They heard of Proverbs 31. They know it got something to do with a virtuous woman. But this particular passage, a wife of noble character. This means this woman got, she might be imperfect, but inside of this woman, she got character, which speaks of volume. Because when a man selects a woman, he's looking for a woman of character. And she is far more, she's worth more than rubies. That means there's nothing else beyond that woman except God himself that that man could look at and say, there's nothing more valuable than that woman except God. Then her husband have full confidence in her. It takes something for a man to really trust a woman. Now, I have always said, my brother and sister, never trust a man or woman 100%. But when a man get a woman that he knows not to trust her 100%, and she knows not to trust him 100%, but he has a high level of trust in her, because only God get 100%. But this man, he has confidence in this woman that she's going to always be there, and she lacks nothing of value. So when this man look at this woman, she is valuable. Just like when God brought Eve to Adam. Adam proclaimed, he said, bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh, I should call a woman. When Adam seen Eve, I wish I was back there to see when Adam seen Eve, but I knew that blew him away. He had the perfect mate. Now, Adam had the perfect mate, but guess what, brothers? You can have the right mate. You're not going to get the perfect mate, okay? But you can have the right mate. And in order to have the right mate, brother, you have to have that right relationship with God. I'm going to always hammer that in. The only man that's going to get the right woman is a man of God. Now, a man of the flesh, he can inherit the right woman. However, that woman made a mental mistake because more than likely she went by her feelings when she got into the wrong relationship. That's the only way by default how a man that's not a spiritual man can get a spiritual woman. She brings him good, not harm, all the days of her life. Now, the man that finds a good woman, when God does the legwork and bring this woman to the man, that man knows that this woman, she's going to do me right overall. Will she follow her faith sometime? Yes, because the man's going to follow on his faith. But overall, he knows that this woman, he can go the distance with this woman. He knows that he can go through all type of seasons with this woman. He knows that he can go through all storms with this woman. Have he seen the future? No. But God gave this man the discernment so he could say, this particular woman, she is the one. This particular woman is the woman that I only love. Now, then we're going to go to another scripture. As it is written in Psalms 8:4. Psalms 8:4. Psalms 8:4 say, what is man that you are mindful of him, and the son of man that you visit him? Now, King David, he was asking God, what is man or humanity? How you doing, Sister Scott? What is man that you are mindful of him? Now, we could take that passage and we can apply it to, just like God is mindful of humanity, and when it comes to a man, he has to be mindful of the woman. That man got to put himself close to how God is when it comes to a woman. His woman. So this man has to be mindful of this woman. Now remember, I have told you this, my brothers and sisters, there are two types of men. There is the man of the flesh, and there's the man of the spirit. But read my lips, my brothers and sisters. My name ain't George W. Bush, but read my lips. There is no way that a man of the flesh can love a woman only. He could like her, but he can't love her. You know why a man of the flesh can't love a woman? Because it's elementary. He does not have Christ's spirit in him. He could like her strongly, but he doesn't know what love is. He has an idea from the world's point of view what love is, but only a man that is connected to Christ knows how to love a woman and know, and Christ, he needs Christ to help him to meet that woman's need. Worldly men go by what they think is right. If a worldly man, I have said it before, if a worldly man could set a woman up in a house, if a worldly man could give a woman money, if a worldly man could do all these worldly things, that doesn't mean that he love her. He like her. He desire her to be in the life, but he can't love her. There's no way possible, my brothers. There's no way possible, my sister, that a man could love a woman that he's in a relationship with minus Christ. Now, there's some of you, now listen up, sister. If you're in a relationship with a man, and this is a key point, this man, he never has time for things of God. And I hope that you're not in this situation. Now, you single sister, there's hope. Keep hope alive, you single sisters. Now, you married sister, if you made a mental mistake because you went by your emotion instead of waiting for God, you like Chuck, you stuck for right now, okay? But God is good. But now, you single sister, listen up. If you're dating a man right now, and you never hear him say nothing as far as spiritual things to you. If you never seen this man doing nothing on behalf of God, that man, how you doing, Sister Ingram? That man, he doesn't have the capacity to love you. But like Sister Flo said, I mean, there's hope. There is hope. Jesse Jackson said there is hope. But sister, why risk your life and why risk your time on a man that doesn't have a relationship with Christ? Now, if a man have a relationship with Christ, this man, he can love only you. He can love only you. Does that mean that he won't be tempted by other women? No, it doesn't mean that, because still he's a man. You got to understand it, sister. He's still a man, and he may be tempted by another woman, because Satan will bring something in that man's eyesight. How you doing, Sister Twilight? Welcome to the dinner table. Will you get a perfect man, sister? No, you will not get a perfect man. But you could get a right man. So, sister, when God calls the right man to find you, you're going to have to understand that whatever God put this man at in life, he's still a man first. There's a possibility that this man may fall on his face, even though he followed the Lord. You could look at men in the Bible that have fallen. but they got up. John said that if a man said that he has no sin, the truth is not in him, but we have an advocate with the Father, which is the Lord. Now, I know you are ready for me to get to the goody part, right? Well, I'm about to get to it right now. Number one, out of the 7 signs, how is it that, what are the 7 signs that shows a man love you only? Number one, when a man love you only, sister, he will constantly, how you doing, Sister Sherry Smith? Welcome to the dinner table. He will constantly praise you. He will constantly praise you and not put you on a pedestal. You understand? He will praise you and he will not put you on a pedestal. You know why he's not going to put you on a pedestal? Because his priority is he already have a relationship with God. So therefore, this man, you will be number 2 in this man's life. There's no ifs and buts about it. There will be no other people or no thing that will come before you other than God. And the only man that can master this is a spiritual man. A worldly man cannot do this. He can't do it. There's no way possible. So he will praise you. A worldly man will praise you, but he don't know what he praising. A worldly man praise you based on how you look, how you shape, and how well you cook or whatever. That's how worldly men do it. Spiritual men do it another way, in a deeper way. Spiritual men concentrate on what's inside of you, and then they come outside of you. Spiritual men constantly praise you for how you are on the inside, because these spiritual men know that you have Christ in you. So if that man know that Christ in you, guess what? Christ is in that man. So if Christ is in that man, Christ created you, sister. You are emotional. So what Christ's spirit does to that man's soul, his spirit gonna speak to that man's soul and say, lift her up with words. Encourage her. Be her support in all things related to me. That's what the Lord would say. Now, as it is written in Proverbs 31, 28, 29, Proverbs 31, 28, 29, check this out about the praise part. Listen carefully. Proverbs chapter 31, 28, 29. Her children arise and call her blessed. But here go the key point. Her husband also. And he praises her. You see, the children know that they got a good mama. The children know that. But the husband, it said the husband also. So if the children rise up and call her blessed, it said her husband also. Because he's going to see that she's a blessing. Or you are a blessing to him, sister. He's going to see it. And he's going to praise you. Not only is he going to praise you privately, he's going to praise you publicly. And I'm going to talk about that shortly. He's going to praise you publicly. Now, it also say, many women do noble things, but you surpass them all. Check that out, sister. Many women do noble things, but you surpass them all. So when this man see you, there's no woman that walk God green earth, not even his mama. And you know that's something, not even his mama. But he look at you and he say to you, and he be very sincere from the heart. He said, there's not one woman that walk on this earth that's better than you for my life. When this man look at you, he constantly thank God. He would thank God privately, and he would thank God openly, and he would thank God. He would actually tell you, sister, I don't know how many of you sisters have ever heard it before, but the man in your life, have you ever heard a man say, I thank God for you? He include God in it. He said, I thank God for you. Have this man ever say, before I met you, I used to mess up. Before I met you, I used to be out there in the world. But when I met you, God pulled me back, and God taught me. God showed me. God guided me how I'm supposed to be when it comes to a woman, because I don't want to mess this up. The man said, I don't want to mess it up because you are the one. He may, listen to this, sister, this man may see attractive women. He may see fine women. As a matter of fact, you know, I got to be real, he may see women that probably look better than you. He may see a woman that look finer than you. However, he knows that beauty is vain, and he knows that beauty faded away. He knows that the inward beauty is there in you. Now, when God give a man a godly woman, and she got good character, and not only character, and then God sprinkle a little nice looking, cause still a man is a man, he wants to look at something that'll attract it. So God gave this man a double dose. He gave this man a woman that's beautiful in heart and a woman that's easy on the eyes. That's a good recipe. And thank God for that. So he would praise you, and there's no woman, sister, you got to understand, there's no woman on earth that could surpass you. That man showing that he loves you only. Number two, he sees you as being permanent in his future. He sees you as being permanent in his future. What do I mean by this? Have any of you sister ever, and I have said it before, have any of you sister ever been in a relationship with a man and his love language is this basically all the time? We, us, and our. That's his love language. We, us, and our. This man is serious-minded. This man is ready to be committed. He's ready to dive all in. And this man is ready to move towards the covenant relationship with you, because in a short period of time, that man know that you are the one. If you were in the Matrix, you would be the female version of Neo. You are the one. If that man had to elect you for public office out of all the women, he will elect you. He see that no other woman can fulfill the job in his life, or he will prefer to be with than you, because that man, he loves only you. Number three, and this is a big one. Number three, sister, if that man loves only you, he will never keep you as a secret. I'm going to say that 2 more times. He will never keep you as a secret. That's right. Get some of the wax out your ear, brothers. And then you brothers that listen to me, get that wax out of your ear. She will never be a secret. Now, what do I mean by a secret? This man, he desires for the world to know about you. Just like his relationship with God through Jesus, he's not afraid to let the world know that he's in a relationship with God through Jesus. And he definitely wants the world to know that he's in a relationship with you. This man is not afraid to, if he want to, this man is not afraid to be out with you in public. He's not going to go all the way out hoping that nobody doesn't see him. He ain't got to go all out of the way. He doesn't have to do that. Now let me pause right here. I need to put something out here. The reason some of you sisters, not all of you, some of you sisters, you may be in a relationship with a man and you wondering why I haven't met his people, why I haven't met his friends. There's a strong possibility that the man may actually like you, but there's something about you, and he hoped that you would change. It could be your attitude. It could be you got It could be you got a potty mouth. You cuss a lot. It could be how you dress. It could be how you behave. You like to twerk and everything wherever. You like to drop it where it's hot. You don't know how to behave in public. You drink too much. You get sloppy drunk, and you embarrass this man. If it was some kind of way you could modify yourself, because you see the thing about it, this man, when this man select a woman, he wants a woman that's going to represent him. If he represent Christ, he know he have to be on his best behavior in public. So this man, he desires a woman that's going to represent him privately and public. But I'm just telling you something, you sister. You wondering why you haven't met his mom and dad, his sisters and brothers, or none of his friends or nothing. He could actually genuinely like you, but it's something that you are doing and you don't want to face it. It's something that you refuse. You saying to yourself, if they can't accept me, that's it. I'm going to be who I am. No, you're supposed to be the best version of yourself. Now, on the flip side, there are some women that he definitely don't want to take around his family and friend, because he see that this is not going to go anywhere. He already know that it's not going to go nowhere. That's why I have told you, sister, several times, when you first meet a man, what did I tell you? I said, go ahead and do that interview, right? I said, you have to ask those tough questions. A lot of you sisters, you let these men get off the hook. You have to go through a series of dates before you feel comfortable asking a man questions. When you first go on a date with a man, you need to go ahead and be serious when you're going to date. Remember I said about a date. A date is not for you to go out to have fun. You can have fun in the midst of the date, but when you're going on a date, that's for an interview. It's business when you go on you think it's just pleasure, right? You can get pleasure, but it's a business meeting. You see, when a man take you out, and brother, I'm going to tell you this, don't take no woman to no movie the first night. Don't take her where you can't talk to her. Brother, you got to be with this woman somewhere so you can converse with her. You can't converse in no movie. Nobody don't want to hear you talking all during the movie. You have to be where you can converse with that woman. And the best thing to do, if you're going to, whatever y'all decide to do collectively, that's what you do it. Brother, if you ask this woman out, you supposed to fund the whole thing. If you ask her out, unless y'all make some type of arrangement. If you one of those type of brother, now I'm not gonna even call you my brother. If you one of these type of men and you think that if you spend money and she's supposed to give you something on the back end, I'm definitely not talking to you. Because there are some men you just want to take a woman out and you want to wine and dine and stuff, but you're looking for something immediately on the back end. I'm not talking to you. You are just a spectator at the dinner table, so shh, shut your mouth. I'm talking to my brothers. Now, my brothers, when I say my brothers, I'm not only talking about black men. I'm talking about men that go across the racial line and all of that. You could be a different races. Those are my brothers. My brothers are brothers of Christ. So when it comes to you will never be secret. A man of God, he's not going to hide you if you are the one. But you have to be the one. When a man meets you, are you wife ready? Are you wife ready? You know whether you wife ready or not. You know whether or not you were made to be in a relationship. You know, are you willing to do the things of a wife? Are you willing to be the helpmeet? Do you understand that you were created for the man? He was not created for you, so therefore he's not going to run after you. Because he's not in the jungle. He's not no lion trying to run after prey. There's nothing in it. When a man run after a woman, that's the weakest thing a man could do, run after a woman. Samson ran after women. What happened to him? We know about Delilah, don't we? Solomon ran after women. What happened to him? We know about him. No man, brother, you never run after a woman. You wait patiently until God present the woman to you. That's how it's supposed to be. Sister, you don't go looking for a man. He will find you. Just live your life, but while you living your life, do those things that thus says the Lord. He will find you because of God. I'm telling you, it works all the time. You have to be patient, and God going to orchestrate that thing for the right man to meet you. Not the perfect man, but the right man. And when that right man meets you, sister, he's not going to keep you a secret. He doesn't care who knows. He's going to be proud to have you by his side. He's not looking at you as an arm piece. Even though you are going to be an arm piece, he's proud to have you. And another thing, this man is not afraid to take pictures with you. He don't have to, but if you want to take pictures, he's not afraid. He don't care who knows about him. He don't care what other women think. He don't care. He's gonna, if you want to take a picture with him, he will take a picture with you. Now, if a man don't take a picture with you, that says a lot too. That says a lot. When a man is really serious about you, really serious, he's going to bring you before the people that are close to him. But if he doesn't, that doesn't mean that he's using you. He, like I said, he might like you, but he know how his family is. He wants to present the best to his family. When he has some friends, he wants to present the best to his friend. Yes, it's about presentation. It is. It's about presentation. Anybody, I'm going to tell you like this. I have taken some people in front of my people. But the people that I took in front of my people, they were potential. How you doing, Sister Mark? They were potential. What do I mean by potential? They had potential. Was my family opinions important? Was my friends' opinion important? Was my colleagues' opinion important? I listened to their opinion, but I had to make the final choice. And I have told you all about this before. I'm going to tell you again. So I know Sister Floating heard this several times. I know Sharon had heard this before. So the rest of you probably ain't heard it. So I'm going to say it again. So you two sisters, Sister Flo and Sharon, let me say it again. When I took Cinderella around my family, out of all the women that I had took potential around, out of all the women potential that I took around my family, Cinderella is the only woman that my mama told me. We was at the dinner table. My mama got up. She went in the hallway. She got where I could see her, and she did just like this. I walked in the hallway. My mother said that she said, Tony, I have seen other women, but that one, she's the only one that's coming over my house. She said, if you're going to see if you're not serious about her, basically, you see them other women out there in the public. You see them out there. But this child, that woman in there, she's the only one that's coming over in my house. That's what my mama said. Now, did my mama choose Cinderella for me? No, she didn't. She didn't choose her. I still chose her for myself. But you see, what I'm saying, you see, women know women. Women know women. I took her around some of my other female relatives too. Or was their opinion important? I still make the final decision. But she's the only one. Just check this out. She got to be special. She's the only one that all of them basically did this. You know what they seen in her? They seen Christ in her. That was the catcher. They seen Christ in her. What about the men in my family? Same thing. They seen Christ in her. What about some of my friends? They seen Christ in her. They didn't see no perfect woman. They seen a perfect Lord in her. So therefore, I did not keep her a secret. When you have a woman, brother, that have Christ in her, you don't keep a secret. You can't keep Christ a secret. Because if you have Christ yourself, the light is in him going to shine out of you based on how you talk and how you move. If a woman has Christ in her, it's going to come out. How she talk and how she move. What did Jesus say? You cannot, I'm paraphrasing it. Jesus said you can't hide a light. You can't hide light. Light chase the dark away. If someone got the light of Christ, you cannot hide it. Even if the person look like an adjustable 7 on the outside. Even if the woman or man don't look that attractive. They look attractive when Jesus in them because his aura, his spirit is on the inside. So if the spirit of the Lord be inside of you, sister, it's going to shine. When that man select you, he select you because he know you're going to represent. No matter what your past was, because the man had a past too. But he knows that Jesus washed you. And he knows that he's getting a good woman because he knows that the Lord is in you. He knows that you're not for the streets. He know that you're a thinker. Not only do you may look nice on the outside, he knows that you're a thinker. So therefore, he's not going to hide you. You're not going to be a secret. Everybody going to know who you are. He's not going to go around, sister. He's not going to go around saying, I like to keep my relationship from private. Even if a man have a relationship with Christ, he don't keep it private. He don't mind who knows that he's in a relationship with Christ. So if a man got a woman that he's in a relationship with, he don't mind people knowing about her. He doesn't mind. He's not going to hide her. Number 4, he will make sure that he have a long time with you regularly. He's going to make time for you. He's not going to put you on the back burner. He's going to always have in his mind, I got to make time for it. And he's going to do it regular. He's not going to make you wait to special holidays. Man-made holiday. He's not going to do that. He's going to be very attentive to you. He's going to make sure he have that personal time with you. Because he knows that you need to get out. Let me tell you this. It's just like this. When Jesus was with his disciples, right? Jesus had a whole bunch of people coming around him and his disciples. What did Jesus do? Jesus, sometimes he pulled them aside to a private place so they could have privacy. That's the same thing a man would do, sister. He's going to pull you out. He know that you're working. He may know that you have children and stuff like that, or you have his children. He knows that you got some thing going on. He's going to pull you out and take you where you can rest, where you can rest your mind and your emotion, where you can relax. He may can't take you to Rome. He may take you to Rome. He may take you to Rome. How many of you women want to go to Rome? It's not that expensive, especially you go to Rome, Georgia. It's not that expensive. You thought I would talk about Rome overseas, right? It's not that expensive. But what I'm saying is he will make time for you. He's going to make personal time for you regularly. Cheryl said Hawaii. He may take you to Hawaii. But you know what? The thing about going on trips, my brother and sister, let me tell you the thing about going on trips. That's right. Oh, y'all coming up with those countries. Let me tell you this. Sister Katrina said Dubai and Shara said Hawaii. Let me tell you, sisters and you other brother, things about going on a trip. It's nice when you get to those destinations, but you know what the real good part about it? It's going together from the beginning, going there. It's that journey. You know what I mean, my brother and sister? It's the excitement. I mean, you're going to get to your destination, you know what I mean? But it's the excitement of y'all being together, going on this trip together, or doing things together in a positive way. So it's more than just the destination, it's the journey. That's right, Katrina. It's the togetherness, it's the journey. And you would cherish that. Brother, you would cherish that with the right woman. That's the key. You got to be the right woman. And sister, you got to be with the right man, which means you need to be in a serious, committed, and covenant relationship so you could really have time. Number 5, how do you know that he loves you only? He will listen to you. A lot of sisters say that my man won't listen to me. Listening is important. The Bible even said, be swift to hear, slow to speak, and slow to anger. Let me say that 2 more times. The Bible clearly say, be swift to hear, slow to speak, and slow to anger. 1 more time. The Bible say, be swift to hear, slow to speak, and slow to anger. What does swift to hear mean? It means listen. Because we got 2 eyes, so we're supposed, and 1 mouth, that means listen twice as much as we talk. Brother, you have to listen. What do I mean by listen? I mean listen and look at her while she's talking to you. Look at her because they will say, if you don't look at them, are you listening to me? Look at her. Look at her, and if you need clarity, ask her. Do not cut her off while she's talking. Don't cut her off while she's talking. You want your woman to say, I could talk to my man. Instead of her she feel compelled to go talk to her mama, her girlfriend, or worse than that, another man. You want her to feel like she could open up to you, brother. And when your woman talk to you, brother, you cannot be judgmental. That's a key thing. Do not be judgmental when she talks to you. Don't call her names don't call her derogatory names when she talks to you. Don't talk down to her. She's not a little girl, but she your little sheep. She your little sheep, but she's not a little girl. You call her baby, right? So she your baby, she's your baby. You know, do you ever notice this? When women hold a baby, you ever notice how they caress their baby and they do gently and they look at them and they touch their face and they look in their heart. I mean, they look down at in their eyes and they touch the face and they talk sweet and gentle to them. That's how you're supposed to talk to your woman. You're supposed to embrace her because she's your baby. You're supposed to embrace your woman and touch her. The touching does not have to lead to sex. Touch her. Touch her is very important. That's right. Cuddle the baby. Brother, you have to cuddle. Thank you, Sister Cheryl. You have to cuddle your woman. Even if she just sitting around looking at that Lifetime stuff and all that kind of stuff. You may not like it. You may not like it. You might not be into it. But I tell you one thing. Let me give you some pointer, brother. Some of the stuff that she like, even if she look at those cooking channels, you don't like the cooking channel. If she like looking at those channels whereas they design the houses and stuff like that, you might not like it, but guess what? Sit down there with her and touch her hand and hold her. She will love you doing that. Because guess what? She doing something that she don't like, she might not like football, but she will go to the game with you. And she'll probably be asking a lot of questions. You say, "Oh, I'm trying to look at the game," but at least she going there with you. That's what it's about, give and take, brothers. It's about give and take. Cuddle her. When you go to bed with her at night, it doesn't have to lead to sex. Caress her. Every night. If you got a woman, brother, and you all go to bed at night, I'm not saying have sex here every night, because some of you can barely do it. Well, that's another story. But I'm talking about touch her. Touch her every night. When I said touch her, I mean caress her. When you caress her, she feel security because you touching her. It's bad when a man get in the bed and the only time he touches woman when he want to have sex. That's bad. That's primitive, brother. You're not a caveman, and she's not a cave woman. Sometimes if you just get in the bed and caress her, even though you start out caressing, of course, you might want to change your body because you might be on your right arm and then you're going to have to turn. You might have to turn. But let me tell you something, brother. When you turn in your bed at night, you still could touch her. You still could put your hand on her back. You could still put your leg on her. Just make sure you're touching her. You got to be conscious of that. And let me tell you another thing about women. When women get accustomed to you touching them, brothers, when they get accustomed to you touching them, you know what they do? They get in position when you come in the bed, and I have told you all this before. I know, here go Sister Cheryl and Sister Flo, they done heard this a lot of time before. But with Cinderella, let me tell you all about Cinderella. When Cinderella be in the bed, when I go in the bedroom, because y'all know she go to bed way before me. When I go in there, she be smiling about something. I don't know what she's smiling about, because she be in the bed like this. I don't know what she's smiling about. I guess because I pay the light bills or something. So she know that the light is not going to go off. But the thing about it, you see, you want a woman to have peace. You want her to have peace even though you're not living in the Middle East, but you want her to have peace. So when you have peace and she get accustomed to you getting in the bed and touching her, they're going to automatically get in position. Because if Cinderella be all over the bed with her mouth open, but when she know that I'm coming, because she got no binding ears so she can hear. So no matter what she does, however she be in the bed, she get in position. Time I get in the bed, she get in position. Because she ready for me to caress and hold. Touching is important. Not only listening, and touching. What about talking? When you talk to her, brothers, because I done hit 5 and 6. Yeah, 5, listen. 6, touching. Touching, it doesn't have to lead to 6. Now, the 7th part, talk to her. Brother, you have to talk into her. Remember I said to. No, you talk into her. What do I mean by talk into her? Your woman, she has a spirit. She has a soul. Your words, brother, have the power of life and death. Your word has so much power, brother. Remember what Jesus told his disciples. If you have faith, you can speak to a mountain. You can say, move there, and it will move for you. That's what you talk about, strong faith. When you talk to your woman, you're supposed to talk to her where, how you doing, my little sister? You're supposed to talk to her whereas if it's something that you have to say negative. Now, you see, some people say positive criticism or some kind of crazy stuff like that. It ain't nothing positive about criticism. If it's something that she needs to hear, Tell her in a caring, gentle way. A caring, gentle way. She's not a man. She's a woman. She got emotions. You are analytical. You talk to her and you consider her feelings. Women's feelings are fragile. Even if they want to walk around acting like they tough and they can take on the world, the feelings are still fragile. What you say, brother, can break her. If you say the wrong thing, you could break her. If you say the right thing, you could lift her up. If you say the right, let me tell you something, brother. If you talk to your woman right, that woman will do a whole lot of things that you don't even ask her to do. You get extra blessings based on how you treat your woman. Even the Apostle Peter, he wrote about how to treat a woman. Especially your wife. He says, treat your wife as the weaker vessel. You have to treat her in an understanding way. So if you treat a woman in an understanding way, how can you treat her in an understanding way unless you have Christ in you? You don't understand. No man, I have said this several times, I'm going to say it again. There are not one of you men out there that know how to love a woman how she needs to be loved. That's not one of you. There was never one of you that was born that know how to love a woman. I'm including myself. When I came into this world, I did not know how to love a woman. I knew how to like a woman, but I didn't know how to love a woman. No man comes into this world with a manual. You don't go to page 50 and say, okay, if I do this, that means I love her. Then you go to page 75 and I do this, and that means I love her. Then I put on my where that? I don't have, oh yeah. Or I do like this. I put a CD in. I put a CD in and put these in my ears, right? And then I lean back like Fat Joe. I lean back, and then I listen to somebody tell me some crap on how to love my wife. If you do this, she will do this. If you do that, she will do that. But they never say nothing about God. They never tell you nothing about God. They always tell you how men do it. How men do it. So, brother, if you got plugs in your ear, listen to some crap on CDs by some of these relation coach, take these out. Take these out and just throw it away because useless. These men that some of you brothers be listening to, these relationship coach, they selling you false doctrine. They don't know nothing about love. The only thing they know about is lust. And another thing, they know how to tell you how to manipulate a woman. That's all they know. That's all they know. Relationship coaches, men, when they say that crap to you men about how to, most of the men that tell you brothers how to do women, they are not even in, most of them aren't even in a relationship. Most of them don't even have no receipts. They don't. If you check out them, most of them don't have no receipt. What do I mean? They're not in a, they don't even know what it's like to fail in a relationship. You see, when it comes to a relationship, brother, if you're going to listen to somebody that have messed up in a relationship. Brother, if you listen to a man that have messed up more than one time, that's the man that you need to listen to. Especially if he got Christ in his life. You understand that, brother? Listen to a man that have messed up. Listen to a man that he probably said, yeah, I used to play women. And they played me. I was a dirty dog. I used to go run and get that bone. Until Christ came into my life. Christ took me. You want a man that Christ have took? A low-down, dirty man. You want a man that Christ have washed in his blood. He have made him a son of God. He man got experience. Even if he have failed in relationships, he got what is called experience. This man is not going to tell you a fantasy. He's not going to make it seem like he was the perfect man. He's not going to make it seem like he was the perfect man. He's not going to make it seem like he is the perfect man or will be the perfect man. A man that knows about women is a man that has a relationship with Christ, because Christ created the woman. So if Christ created the woman, Christ knows what that woman needs before her wants. Worldly men address women wants. They want to know what you want. They rarely say what you need. They don't even understand what need and want is. They think need and want is the same thing. Most men, they confused because they go by that worldly logic, by some of these guys that don't know nothing. They done heard of Jesus. They heard of him, but they don't know him. In order to know Jesus, these guys, they have to spend time with Jesus. They have to pray. They have to read God's word, and they have to take time and be with the Lord. I want to ask you this, some of you single sister. Are you in a relationship with a man now that does he ever pray to God? Have you ever seen him read God's word? When he go to public worship with you, does he go just because you want him to go? Or does he initiate it? That's another key thing, sister. Does he initiate leading you to public worship? Do he ever say, we going to worship tomorrow? Or you have to say, are we going to worship tomorrow? Are you going with me tomorrow? No, I'm going to stay home because the football game coming on. I'm going to the car wash. I'm going to relax today. Some of you got those type of men. And those type of men, God gave them the ability to do whatever they doing. But they can't even give God 1 hour. They can't give God 1 hour. They eat every day. They eat physical food every day. But they can't eat their spiritual food every day. What do I mean by spiritual food? They won't even read the Bible every day. If he eat food every day for his physical body, what does he eat for his soul? That's why when I talk to you, my brother and sister, if you notice, I say, come on to dinner time. And what do I say? For some soul food. That's what I be talking about, soul food. That's gonna do something for your inside, for your mind, your will, and your emotions. You think, some of you single sisters, you think you dating a good man. You think, some of you married sisters, you think you married a good man. But he don't pray. You never seen him pray. You ain't never seen a man pray. He never even pray over the food. You pray over the food because you the man in the house. And that's another thing. Why do women have to lead off prayers? It's not a woman's job to lead prayers over a man. I'm going to say that 2 more times. It's not a woman's job to pray over things unless this man is sick or something. But when it comes to prayer, the man's supposed to be the head and the leader of the relationship. He's supposed to be like Christ. In the Bible, did you ever see a scene where the disciples, they prayed and Jesus listened? No, Jesus listened. Jesus taught them how to pray. A man's supposed to teach his wife spiritual things. Not her preacher. Because a lot of them don't have know what they talking about. But a lot of those preachers out there, all they want is the money and the honey. But not all of them. But it's a lot of them. They want the money and the honey. What type of man are you with? And before I close this up, my sister, if you date a man, what type of man are you with? Are you with a spiritual man? Are you with a fleshly man? Or you may not be with no man. That might be your best option, no man, until the right man come along. If you're not in a relationship with no man, Wait on God so God can cause the right man to find you. Don't put yourself in a desperate situation. Don't look at yourself like I'm almost about to die. Sister Cheryl said, no man. So, like in Sister Cheryl's case, don't go looking for no man. Don't feel pressure no matter how old you are. You will have some relationship coaches out there telling women to lower their standards, to lower their standard for a man. But if a woman lower her standard for a man, you send yourself up to be used. Sister, you don't lower your standard for no man, especially a man of the flesh. You're supposed to have high standards. Now, some men will say, she done had all those children by that man, and that man. That's how some men talk. They want to talk about women, say, she a thought. She got a baby by him. She got a baby by him. And a lot of these men, they got babies by different women. But they want to have high standard for a woman. But they got baby by different women. But if this woman got a baby by different men, they want to talk down about that woman. What's the difference? That's how hypocrisy some of these worldly men are. I'm not talking about my spiritual brothers now. I'm talking about these worldly men. So, sisters, let me tell you this. You in one of three positions. Katrina said, no man, because I thought he was spiritual, but maybe he was just too broke for previous marriage. I promise I'm good now because deception is... That's right, Katrina. That's right. Deception is at an all-time high. But wait for God to bring the right man view to you. When God brings that man, I'm telling you, sisters, some of you sisters, you think that you have to go to a club to find a man. You will find a man at a club. But what you get when you go to the club trying to look for a man? Let me tell you, sisters, something. When you go to a club just for the purpose of hanging with your girls and you're looking for a man, you're going to get a man. But what you're going to get in that club environment, you're going to get a man that won't microwave woman. When you go to the club, these men are looking for microwave. They're not looking for stoves. They're looking for microwave. What do I mean? Easy and quick. Easy, quick, and it get hot. That's what they're looking for. Easy, quick, it get hot. They ain't looking for a stove so you could cook. They're looking for that quick microwave. When these men in the club look at you also, they say, that's a microwave. That's a microwave. That's a microwave. You already know y'all were microwave. Some of you already think men view you as a microwave. When the old guy be at the old club, if you know that they don't even dance now, they don't even dance. They there just to drink and look at the TV on the screen, and then they look at you all. And they got the same old game. Do you want a drink? Do you want me to buy you a drink? They buy you a drink. You think men buying you a drink because they thirsty? Speaking of thirsty, do you think men just buying you a drink because you thirsty? No. Men want something on the back end. Don't ever think, majority of the men, don't ever think this in your mind he doing it just because he nice. I'm being real. He ain't doing it because he nice, but I'm telling you why he doing it. He doing it because he look at you as a microwave. He might not be direct. He might be indirect. But he's looking for a moment of time. And if you give him a moment of time, that's it. Then you get stuck. You get stuck like Chuck. And then you feel like a fool. Capital F-O-O-L. You went to the club. This man discovered that you was a microwave. You told your girl you'll catch them later. He took you to the Waffle House. And when he took you to the Waffle House, he either took you to a room or y'all did something in the car. Or he went to your house. Or you went to his house. If his woman is not there, you went to his house or he went to your house. And y'all did it. Y'all did the monkey dance. You did the monkey dance, and then after you did the monkey dance, you wonder why he's not calling you. Because you see, when you do the monkey dance, you think that the man going to call you just like that. Some will. But majority of the time, once they get what they want, that's it. You don't want to be the woman in the club that other men say, man, yeah, that's a good microwave right there. All you have to do is buy her one drink, and that's all it is. Just buy her one drink. And it's all it takes for her. And then you got a reputation in the club. And then only have to be in the club. Sister, be careful. Wait for God to position you for the right man to find you. It might appear that he's boring. But the question is, does he have a relationship with God? Let me tell you some misconceptions, some of you sisters. Some misconceptions some of you all have. If you be with a man that's a man of God, you're going to have a boring life. On the contrary, you're going to have an adventurous life. Because a man that got really the Spirit of God, that man knows how to love you. Because he got the best teacher. He goes to the best class. That's Jesus himself. He get taught by Jesus. He get taught by the original lover, Jesus. Jesus know what you need. Jesus know what you want. That man don't know what you need. That man don't know what you want. But guess what? If Jesus in him, Jesus going to be whispering through his spirit to that man's soul, do this for her. Say this to her. Touch her. Guide her. Lead her. Make time for her. Don't make her a secret. Make a future with her. Talk to her. Don't touch her only when you want to have sex with her. When you talk to her, say me, myself. Don't say me, myself, and I. Use the love language of we, us, and our. And then, brothers, say, look, I'm following Christ. Hey, do you want to hook up with me? We can follow Christ together. I love you, brother. I love you, sister. I hope that you enjoyed this meal tonight. I love you, love you, love you. Thank you for your time. Peace out.